Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications, okay? This read is going to be for Virgo. Virgo, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security in people. Right now I'm seeing that externally, the people that you're interacting with, the energy is given that like you're trending right now, or that rainbows are trending right now. It may be like a sign of the community that you identify with or something like that, or you just may love rainbows. Right? It could also be a representation of unity, a sense of forgiveness when it comes to people and the security that you're seeking in them. Also like a sign of just being in a better world, right? Where you're making healthier decisions, being in a better space and time in your life right now is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing cut down, where you may be cutting something out of your life. You may be separating with a certain type of energy, certain people, letting certain things go, growing, transitioning, changing. There is a sense of separation, stopping a pattern. Like I said, maybe making healthier choices. And I'm also seeing that there may be silent treatment going on, though only you know what resonates, okay? I'm also seeing poker face, where someone may be taking a chance, maybe feeling like they're risking something. Maybe you feel like you're risking something. Maybe you're going over options, not showing your hand, or gambling. I'm also seeing sunglasses. Sunglasses are a representation of someone or you watching, looking. It could be a representation of guardians, spirit guides watching over you, ancestors watching over you. It could be that, or it also could be a time where like you're formulating a perception, which I am seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to perception. So I'm going to say that that's what this sunglasses card is about. Then I'm also seeing passion. So it may be a time where you're focusing on your passions based off of the security of the relationships that you have with others, and how you're navigating through your community and the groups that you feel safe in, right? So in that energy, I am seeing that you may have chemistry with someone. There's a sense of sparks flying and you having fun. There's equal interest and a sense of burning desire, okay? So this could be about a relationship. When in regards to seeking security in people, it definitely could have something to do with relationships. Though with burning desires and equal interest, it could be a romantic relationship, or like, work. You being passionate about what it is that you do for work, as well as like family, friends, things like that, okay? I'm also seeing that this, like I said, the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to perception. The perception of dark alleys, things with that cut down card and the poker face, like not taking risks, going over your options, deciding things that would be better suited for you in the regards to making healthier choices, right? Not going down dark alleys, right? However that is represented in your life, I am seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to perception based off of what it is that you've been experiencing, right? So you know what these dark alleys are, you know what these things are that you don't really want anything to do with, and that you essentially want to cut out of your life and start new, better, healthier habits, right? I'm also seeing your perception of just being human, and that I find that refreshing, because it's like you're making space and time to get that, or your soul is making space and time for you to go through the process of formulating those perceptions and not being so hard on yourself. Because essentially, if you are going through some type of transformation or transition into a different phase of your life, and you are letting go of certain things, and you are going over the options that you do have, and what direction it is that you want to go in moving forward, being graceful with yourself because you are just human is a big part of it, right? Like, y'all may have been flawed in this kind of way, or maybe even your perception of being flawed in that kind of way is because you're human, right? If there are certain things that you recognize that you exist in the universe and other energies do the same exact thing, you wouldn't be so hard on yourself, right? So I just say give yourself grace and give grace to others. If it's the perception that you're formulating about other people because of like you not agreeing what it is that they do, right? Give grace to them, because everyone is on their own spiritual journey where they're learning and growing as human beings in this lifetime, okay? And that's one thing that we can say is true amongst all of us. Another thing is, I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to the western wind. With the western wind, I'm seeing that you're learning a lesson about process of communications with the email card. So the eastern wind with perception of dark alleys and just being human. And then I think the funniest thing that it says on this card is like picking your nose. Like, that's one of the most human things that we do. And you know, most people, if they see picking your nose, they're like, ew, that's nasty. And it's just like, bitch, I'm human. You know what I mean? And yeah. So just like give yourself grace and give grace to others, because you are all that you are. I'm not saying that you're not perfect, because in God's eyes you may be extremely perfect, and that's for all beings that have been created, right? And exist. So take it as it resonates. And then, like I said, I am seeing with the western wind, the process of communications with email are also in the cycle of this read. So something that I'm seeing that you're challenged with from the cycle of the read to what's going to happen in the future is you being ready for abundance. And this is a message that's coming from the angels, because of how you're seeking security in people now, and then what you will be seeking security in for the future. Now, I usually don't have a card in the spread that puts itself in a position to share what you'll be seeking security in the future, though that's something that brought itself to the forefront, so we can speak about it, right? So what I am seeing that the angel card is revealing that when you're in that transition from time then to time in the future is that you're going to overcome the challenge of being ready for abundance, okay? And that's if you believe, right? So if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you. The time that have been offered or available to me is the Six of Swords. With this Six of Swords card, is talking about moving on to calmer waters. It's like you have everything that you need. You have your emotions and everything in alignment, right? Everything is secured so that you can move forward. And yeah, that's just what I'm seeing. And it also like kind of gives that energy of like chakra alignment. Nothing is needing to be readjusted. Everything is covered, and you just, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So thank you for that energy. It is being received as like mature and an ancient offering wealthy, well-moneyed, rich offering. So thank you for that as well as refined and cultivated, purified. Okay? So I'm just seeing that even in it being offered to me, there was a whole process that had to take place in order for that to be offered to me. So thank you. The energy that I see you in during the cycle of this read, though, is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is showing me that you did deal with like some type of disappointment, or you were dealing with some type of disappointment during the cycle of this read. And maybe that's when you made the offer. Though I am seeing that it was a part of a cosmic design for you to be in that kind of energy during the cycle of the read. Though it's what I'm seeing specifically, it's not distorted. So what I'm seeing specifically is that you went through that kind of disappointment, whatever it was, so that you could learn how to grow into believing in yourself more. Okay? And that's really what I'm seeing. And I don't know what kind of energy you were in prior to that Ten of Swords. All I know is that while you're in this Ten of Swords during the process of this read, there's also that cut down card, there's also that poker face card, there's also that sunglasses and that passion card. So a part of your passions and things that you have chemistry about, or the idea of you having fun or sparks and romanticism, or whatever the situation is of you having an equal interest in, it was cosmically designed for you to be realigned so that you can be balanced in an energy of believing in yourself and knowing that that's what it takes for you to be on the pathway that's clear for you. Okay? You are being received as captivating, enchanting, charming, also funny, amusing, and comical. So this is showing me that even though you were in an energy of disappointment with whatever it is that you experienced, you also were able to overcome it because it was a part of your destiny. Okay? And that's why I'm seeing this angel card that says, if you believe, for sure you can overcome it. Okay? So in the past position during the cycle of this read, I am seeing that you were in this Two of Cups energy. This Two of Cups energy is showing me that you were in union, in a relationship with someone that you could trust. It could have been a job, it could have been family, friends, anything like that. I'm definitely seeing that there was trust built here with this Two of Cups. And definitely like an exchange of that kind of trust, like you love someone, you trust someone, you don't have any reason to doubt them or anything like that. So that's the energy that I'm seeing that you were in during the cycle of this read. You were received as not weird, not crazy, or the connection, the dynamic of your connection between you and that other person or those other energies was not crazy, not weird, not strange. Then I'm seeing that you were in the Seven of Cups, where maybe you had a lot of options. Maybe you had a lot of choices of people that you could date, things that you could do, right? Or there wasn't a lack of imagination of things that could come out of that union, right? So take it as it resonates. This energy could also be, I'm hearing insecurity, or like an energy of projection, where someone may have been sabotaging themselves in the dynamic of the relationship, because this is obviously someone that you could trust, that you felt like you could trust, and that you were in union with. Though the energy of projection or insecurities or old habits or things that you needed to cut down or break away from, you went through the process of, well, you could have other options, or maybe this person could have other options, or maybe they don't really want to take you seriously. So it all happened for a reason, right? That you would be able to go through that process and then learn from it. Not continue to go through that process, though learn from it, right? Were you the one that was projecting that is what you would experience within your reality? Or is that really how this other person was? Or is that how you really were, right? So being able to figure that part out, I'm seeing that, okay, let's talk about the Seven of Cups energy, that you were being received in this energy as wise, thoughtful. So I'm seeing that this is something that you were really thinking about, and you wanted to get clarity on, because you weren't being shallow. You weren't being in an obnoxious energy. It's just something that like you really wanted to know for sure. Like, I'm just hearing that song, is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? And with this Knight of Swords card, it's like you want to know the truth. You want to know if this is real, right? So with this Knight of Swords card, you're being received as civilized, popular, well-liked, preferred. So I'm seeing that it was real, or it is real, you know? And you also got like, you went about trying to figure out if it was real or if it was genuine pretty quickly. So then I'm seeing that maybe you found out that it was genuine, it was real. So then you were in this sun energy where you were enjoying, celebrating life, just like being really happy about what was revealed to you, that truth that was revealed to you, that journey that you began to go on to learn more about, you know, the validity and security of this relationship that you were building, either with this person or these people, right? Here you are in the sun energy, just exploring, like, yeah, the dynamics of those relationships. Like I said, I'm seeing rainbows, you trending. You're being received in the sun energy as brave and courageous. So whatever it is that you're venturing out and doing in the dynamics of these relationships with these people or this person that you felt like you can trust, as you are seeking information and you're ambitious in how it is that you move forward and how you carry yourself in this, you're coming across as like very impressive, like I said, very brave, very courageous, and you're not in an addictive energy, okay? You're not being obsessive, and that could have to do with the fact that you were in the Seven of Cups energy, because you're not like overindulging in one kind of energy, you're balancing it out, okay? So then I'm 7-7, so then towards the end of the cycle of the read, I'm seeing you in the Seven of Rods. So with that sun energy, that bravery, that courage that you accumulated, you needed that so that you could defend yourself about works, you know, of things not so good. Maybe that counted against you. Could have been like stuff within your bloodline. Like I said, there is that inheritance, or there can be that inheritance of things that are not so great, and that's because it takes humans to make humans. However, all human beings are not made without God source energy, so you have the strength and the ability to overcome those challenges, okay? And I'm seeing that you had the ability to overcome those challenges towards the end of the cycle of this read. You didn't come across as like moody or irritable or short-tempered or like too busy for these other people or this person, right? You came across as like I said, not temperamental, not like too busy to make time and space for these other people or to confront your issues. The Seven of Rods could have also been like a representation of you going within to address your inner childhood wounds and be on that energy of healing. And like I said, during the transition of you coming out of the cycle of this read, because that was the last card for the cycle of the read, I'm seeing that the angel cards are like, if you believe that you could overcome that disappointment of whatever was happening in the past, or however you may have been disappointed during the cycle of the read. Maybe it was even the conflict that disappointed you, right? Or the fact that you had to defend yourself. Sometimes that can be what it is, because we're facing our own demons when we do interact with other people, and it's not for no reason. It is the time for God to reveal himself through us, right? It doesn't just happen to you, God moves through you. So in that lesson, I'm seeing that if you believe, the disappointment did not consume you, right? If you believe in yourself, then you can transition into that energy of you being ready for abundance. It goes from being in a challenge position to being upright, because you do overcome those challenges, right? Because what I'm seeing is that you're seeking security in people, the connections that you have, that you know, you seem passionate about, though there are also other things where these connections are being revealed to you that by other people that are a reflection of that point of time, that some of those connections and some of those things that you were doing, you don't even want to do anymore. You want to be in an energy of abundance. So certain things you're just going to have to let go. And I'm seeing that you went through that challenge. You had to face some of your own demons so that you can step more into the energy of what it is that you want to be and what it is that you want to do. The best kind of version of yourself that you want to be. So those dark alleys that other people are going down, you're like, I got options. I don't have to go down that alley if I don't want to go down that alley. And I'm not going to allow you all to manipulate me that I need to be in this group to be accepted, because God is going to accept me at all times through all phases and stages during my life. So not being friends with y'all is not disappointing to me. I mean, it may have been disappointing to me because I had to face my own demons. Though at the same time, I'm proud of myself because I overcame those challenges. And what's waiting for me is truth in abundance. And don't try to tell me that I'm not ready, because I know that I'm ready, right? And that's the energy that I'm seeing. Like your angel is advocating for you and saying, I know what you want. I know who it is that you can be. I believe in you. And I know that these things will happen for you if you begin to believe in yourself. Okay? You're not fighting these demons on your own. That's pretty much what the angel is saying. So then in the future, I'm seeing that you were in this 10 of Rods energy. Or that you will be in this 10 of Rods energy, right? So I said were, so you may be farther into the future by the time that you actually come across this read, right? So, yeah. So I'm seeing that you are going to be in this 10 of Rods energy in the future. Maybe you're in that energy now, right? So you're going to be received in this energy as overwhelmed. And the synchronicity about the fact that this 10 of Rods literally represents it could either represent overindulgence, it could represent being overwhelmed, it could represent being overburdened, like taking on too much, right? The fact that the overwhelmed card was in that placement for the spread of the read is just showing that it's all in alignment, right? The energy is clear, is fluid, and there's no distortion, like I said in the beginning. So with this 10 of Rods, it is showing me that like you will be in that energy of feeling like you're taking on too much, right? You were, like I said, battling your own demons, or feeling like you had to battle your own demons, or doing the work within, right? And that's because you made the choice not to go down these dark alleys with other people and go through those continuous cycles of things that you just didn't want anything to do with, because you want to be in an energy of abundance. But like I said, your angels are with you at all times. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, those that are there to protect you and help guide you, are always with you. You have to believe in them, though. That's how they get their power. Okay? And you also have to believe in yourself, because they believe in you, right? So with this 10 of Rods, it is a warning sign that if you take on too much by yourself, or if you don't allow others to help you, then you could be received as overwhelmed or overburdened in this energy, right? Though I am seeing that the reason why this is happening, like someone is just giving that energy of like you're too smart for your own good, right? Where like your soul is responsible for raising your spirit of true self the way that it's raised. So then I'm seeing that you are going to be in this energy of the 4 of Swords reversed. This 4 of Swords reverse represents healing and recovering, or like the rekindling of a relationship. And you know what this 4 of Swords reverse is coming down from? It's coming down from that 2 of Cups, that union and that Seven of Cups energy. So what I'm seeing is maybe in the past, during the cycle of the read, you sabotaged the lividity and the security of your relationship because you felt like you had options. And maybe you cut that person off, maybe you ghosted them, whatever the situation is, or maybe that person ghosted you. What I am seeing is that in this Ten of Rods, this person shows up, or you show up for that person, and there is some type of rekindling of the relationship, or there's a recovery from you being overburdened and overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And that's because the angels have come in. So there's this card is saying to choose a new direction. So you're going to know when this time is happening, right? When you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling overburdened, when you know that you feel like there's too much on you, because you recognize stress. You're not in denial of what stresses you out. You know what your triggers are. And that's something that your spirit of true self knows what your triggers are. And I'm seeing that, this is why I said in the beginning, that your spirit of true self switches what it seeks security in the future. And what your spirit of true self is seeking security in the future is failure. So maybe you're trying to figure out where it is that you went wrong, or what it is that you're doing wrong that makes you feel overburdened. And this is like a common thing with your sign. Not saying that it's a bad thing, I'm just saying that it is a common thing with your sign, that there's like a sense of wanting things always to be perfect, and then feeling like you're a failure if they're not perfect, right? Or if external people that you were once seeking security in, that balance out the dynamic of your relationships, if they're not perfect, you start picking them apart because you're not perfect, right? So you start reflecting that if you're not perfect, then there's something not so great or absolute about you. Then you start picking the other people apart externally to make up for it. It is a defense mechanism though, because there's a realization that there are things that are outside of your control that are affecting how it is that you can show up for yourself, or how it is that you can show up to the world, you know, every day, right? So being able to face that truth and reflect upon how these things are making you feel, that's what the Ten of Swords energy is about, your feelings. And like, then with the Ten of Rods, this is showing that there's a completion to this cycle. Like, it has to come to an end there. When you are feeling overwhelmed, when you are feeling overburdened, remember that during the cycle of this read, you went through the disappointment. And maybe your greatest disappointment, you're realizing that it was you. Okay? And you were reflecting that on other people by trying to pick them apart. And that's why there's no solid relationships. And I'm not projecting that that is what your challenge is. I'm just saying that that's what I'm seeing, right? Though I'm also telling you that you have the ability to overcome those challenges by reflecting upon yourself, that you are enough. If I'm enough, then you're enough. I don't need you to change. I love you just the way that you are. I accept you for who it is that you are. And I will attract more to myself the kind of people that also accept me for who it is that I am. Because maybe you were attracting people to you that you were always trying to change. Or people that always wanted to try to change you. Now, if you recognize that there are certain things about yourself that you want to change, and then you see other people that you look up to And your spirit of true self knows if you admire these people, and so you become close with them or connect with them in some kind of way, and you utilize them as a resource or a tool to continue to inspire you. You don't go then connect with those people and then try to pick them apart, okay? You accept them for who it is that they are, everything that you admired them for, and also all that they contributed to inspiring you. Though you don't try to change them. You accept them for who it is that they are, and you change yourself. Life changes you. God source energy changes you. The universe conspires to continue to contribute to the lessons that you learn within your life, for you to acquire spiritual maturity, for you to prioritize the wellness of your soul. And you ask yourself at the end of relationships or whatever experiences, have I grown from this? And your spirit of true self will give you that answer. Your soul will give you that answer. Because if it ain't well with your soul, then you know that there's, So with this, and I'm saying that before seeing it, because as you were seeking security from some type of failure, maybe you were pointing out the failures in other people, and that could be the way that you do things, right? Or other people are pointing out failures in you. The one I'm seeing is, did you say something I was ignoring you? So this could be the energy of that, like that negative thinking that's kind of like picking you apart and being like, you're a failure. How is it that you need to improve? What is it that you need to do better? And if you're ignoring those voices that are telling you what it is that you need to do better, or if they're picking you apart, you need to speak. Well, I'll speak to myself with affirmational energy. You're good enough, like I just said. This is like you also mirroring how other people are harsh on themselves, or how they have been harsh to you, or mean and nasty to you. You don't become more like them, you become more like you. So I'm seeing the Death card in reverse, and it's showing me that some things haven't changed, right? When it comes to you seeking security and failure, there are some things that haven't changed. And when it comes to other people treating you a certain type of way, or trying to curse you or whatever, it falls on deaf ears. You have to prioritize the wellness of your soul. I prioritize the wellness of my soul. So you don't have to. You definitely don't have to. Though it definitely makes you feel better. You won't be jaded, right? And I'm also seeing a card that's like saying, putting on a show. So essentially you may feel like these people that are being mean and nasty to you, they're doing that for entertainment. And essentially they kind of need you to be that person that they pick on, and they, otherwise, like, they would be focusing on themselves. That's one reason why I don't talk shit about other people, is because I'm like, I love myself too much. And it's not narcissistic or arrogant. It's an appreciation and acceptance of God for making me the way that I am. I don't have to tear you apart or pick you apart or talk bad about you or slander your name. Even if the situation of us knowing each other, or the relationship or the dynamic of it did not work out. Even if you were mean and nasty to me, I don't have to meet you where you are. I can give you space, grace, and time to grow on your own. So I'm seeing the card that says take action. If you want things to change, if you want to seek security in your successes, then you'll take action. And this death card will be reversed. The changes will happen that are necessary. And it won't sound like a criticism, right? You'll be hearing where the energy is coming from, and you either accept it because it was helpful and it gave you guidance, or you don't accept it and you change in your own time, especially when it comes to the interactions that you have with other people. Okay, so this is specifically about you. So it says that, you know, if you want to get security from your successes, then the angels are saying to take action and working on yourself. Okay, stop talking about what everybody else is doing and focus on you. I ain't worried about what y'all got going on, because I'm focused on me. Okay, so with this Four of Swords reversed, and that's also in regard to your relationships. Stop talking about what other people got going on in their relationships and focus on what it is that you got going on in your relationships. You don't have no point to prove about nothing that anybody else got going on, because if you're happy, right? That's why I don't talk shit about other people, because I'm confident in myself. I don't need to talk trash about you. I'm happy with my relationship, so I don't talk shit about other people's relationship and how they do things, because I don't know what they got going on, and it's not my business. I'm focused on me and mine, and that's not selfish. Okay, seeds grow where you water them. So with the angel card, with the Four of Swords, is saying to choose a new direction when it comes to that overburdening energy. And what I'm seeing, the direction that you end up choosing is whatever the union was, the person that you could trust in the past. And like, you get a second chance pretty much, right? Before, when you were like, oh, I got options, it's like, well, maybe you want to reconsider the best option that you had. Okay, and then it's saying that there's no need to worry about being overburdened or anything like that, because you have that person that you can trust, where you were once feeling like you had no one that you could trust anymore because you had all them options. Now you got someone that you can trust, right? So it's no need to worry. You want to be in that energy of abundance. From what I can see, this other energy, or these people, or whoever it is, they want you to have that energy of abundance as well. And that's another thing about the people that you surround yourself by, the people that you're going to attract to you. They want to see you be successful. They're not in competition with you or anything like that, okay? And you'll recognize that by who stands with you when you're in this, and this Nine of Rods energy, where you have to stand strong in the face of adversity, even if it's you battling your own demons. Okay? You can do this. You can overcome this. No one else can overcome this challenge for your bloodline, in your bloodline, other than you. You were wonderfully made to be able to overcome those challenges and stand strong in the face of adversity. You're being received in this energy as dignified, also a little bit mysterious and not annoying. However, this Knight of Rods reverse energy is someone that does not know how hard it is that you've worked, or how far it is that you've come to be in this Nine of Rods energy, right? Now what I'm seeing is going to happen in the future is that this Knight of Rods reverse energy is someone that's annoying. And they may be mirroring that stalkerish energy of dark alleys, and reminding you that you are just human, right? So there are, I'm seeing like the picking your nose card, where it's like someone is, I'm just seeing multiple layers to it. Like God chose your nose to be able to process certain smells, right? And are you going to start picking other people apart because of, you know what I mean? Like your shit don't stink, though God picked your nose to be able to smell other people's shit. So are you gonna be picking them apart for their imperfections, or is there going to be a sense of humility, like because you learn from your lessons and you stand strong in the face of adversity and you handle people with grace? Because that may be the challenge for you, right? Handling people with grace, giving them space and time to grow into their own, knowing how to pick and choose your battles while you're picking your nose, right? Or however somebody else is picking your nose, right? Whatever this Knight of Rods reverse energy is that kind of challenges you. What I'm seeing is that you are in this Knight of Rods energy, and you are, you know, facing your fears. You are overcoming those challenges, and I hope that is gracefully, because like I said, you are being received in that energy as dignified, okay? Then like I said, what the challenge was, that you will overcome, and the angels will be with you every step of the way, is for you to take action as you're seeking security in getting that change, or being the change. I'm hearing that Michael Jackson song, like I'm talking to the man in the mirror. And I'm just being genuine. Like, it's not about you being soft. It's not about like you being too, yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. So it is essential and important that you recognize that you are just as delicate as this person that you're talking to, no matter how aggressive that person or hostile that person may be that is annoying to you, right? And you can overcome those challenges. You have the power of spirit to be able to overcome whatever challenges you've inherited. Because like I said in the beginning, it takes humans to make humans, though human beings are not made without God's source energy. So you have the strength and the ability to overcome those challenges, okay? As far into your future as I can see is the Ace of Swords, which is saying it's all true. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just kidding. But really though, this Ace of Swords is a representation of the truth being revealed, and you're not going to be stereotyped. That's a major part of it. You are going to be in an energy of acceptance. You're being received as keen, sharp, maybe a little bit spicy, also balanced. So being in this truth will be that energy that you need to be more balanced when it comes to moving forward with your life, okay? Oh, that was a very interesting read, okay, Virgo? So I do send you love, light, and healing energy, and so much encouragement that you continue to do the work within, so that you do not feel like you are without God, whatever challenges come your way. And I pray that you have the strength, the grace, and the humility to be able to overcome them, okay? I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey, my everythings. I hope that you all are doing well. So we have a goal. Do you know how I do the service projects like American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, working with FEMA? I'm in the recruitment process for a new government service project that requires relocation, and your girl needs some money. So if you or anyone that you know is willing to help in the support or the move, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because we only have a few months. I know it's like a last minute ask, though this is something that we really need so that everything can go out and make a difference, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channels.